Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the process of job analysis. Job analysis is useful for several purposes such as personal planning, performance appraisal, training and development, and the like. The process of job analysis are as follows. Strategic choices. With regard to job analysis, an organization is required to make at least 5 choices. Number 1. The extent of employee involvement in job analysis. As we discussed earlier, job analysis involves collecting job-related information, duties, responsibilities, skills and knowledge required to perform the jobs. Here, the focus is on the job but not on the individual holding the job. It means जॉब एनालिसिस में हम डेटा कलेक्ट करते हैं जॉब से रिलेटेड, ना कि जॉब होल्डर से, मगर यहाँ जॉब होल्डर से भी कंसल्ट किया जाता है. वाई? टू गेट वाइटल इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द कंटेंट्स ऑफ जॉब. बट नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट एम्प्लॉयज नीड टू बी इन्वॉल्व्ड. एम्प्लॉयज़ का इन्वॉल्वमेंट कितना होना चाहिए. एम्प्लॉयज़ का बहुत ज़्यादा या बहुत कम इन्वॉल्वमेंट भी फेवरेबल नहीं होता. वाई? बिकॉज टू मच इन्वॉल्वमेंट may result in bias in favor of a job, as the employee is likely to inflate the duties and responsibilities of his job. It means employees अपने ड्यूटीज और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज को बढ़ा चढ़ाकर बता सकता है. On the other hand, lack of involvement may lead to inaccurate and incomplete information. So, employee का involvement कितना होना चाहिए? It depends upon the need of both the organization and the employee. Next, the level of details of the analysis. The level of analysis affects the nature of the data collected. Let's take some examples. Suppose we are going to analyze a crane operator's job. It could be done by simply analyzing the number of movements an employee make and the frequency of job related movement. Employee किस तरह से मूव कर रहा है और उस मूवमेंट की फ्रीक्वेंसी कितनी है, कितनी बार रिपीट हो रही है. Now, what about the HR manager's position? How to analyze his job? To analyze a HR manager's job involves describing the various duties and responsibilities the job requires. So we can say top level, middle level और lower level के जॉब को एनालाइज करने की क्राइटेरिया भी अलग अलग है. The level of details in job analysis also depends upon the purpose for which job related details are being collected. For example, the purpose is for providing an intensive training program, or it could be for assessing how much the job is worth. It means to fix remuneration, salary or wages. Next, timing and frequency of analysis. Another strategic choice relates to the timing and frequency of conducting job analysis. Job analysis is generally conducted when number 1, an organization is newly established and the job analysis is initiated for the first time. Number 2, a new job is created in an established company. Number 3, a job is changed significantly due to change in technology, methods, procedures or systems, and the like. Next, past-oriented versus future-oriented job analysis. If an organization is changing rapidly due to fast growth or technological change, a more future-oriented approach to job analysis may be desired. For example, पर्सनल कंप्यूटर ने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक टाइपराइटर को रिप्लेस किया था और उसके साथ साथ टाइपिस्ट के जॉब को भी बदल दिया. So during that period, many companies anticipated these change और टाइपराइटर को पर्सनल कंप्यूटर से रिप्लेस करने से पहले ही उन्होंने अपने टाइपिस्ट को रीट्रेन करना शुरू कर दिया था. And the last one is sources of job data. The most direct source of information about a job is the job holder. A number of other human and non-human sources are also available. Human sources, it includes job analyst, job incumbents, that is job holder, supervisors, job experts, and non-human sources like existing job descriptions and specifications, equipment maintenance records, film of employees working, training manuals and other job training materials, popular literature such as magazines and newspapers. So, in deciding the sources to be used in a given job analysis, the analyst should follow at least 2 guidelines. Number 1, for non-human sources, use such sources which are most recent and use several sources for information whenever possible. Under process of job analysis, second step is gather information. This step involves decisions on 3 issues. Number 1, what type of data is to be collected? Number 2, what methods are to be employed for data collection? Number 3, who should collect the data? किस प्रकार के डेटा को कलेक्ट करना है और उस डेटा को कलेक्ट करने के लिए कौन से मेथड्स को यूज़ करना है और उस डेटा को कलेक्ट कौन करेगा. So let's start with the first one. The type of data depends on the end use of the information and also on the time and budget constraints. It means type of data depends upon reason for collecting information. उस डेटा को किस कार्य के लिए यूज़ किया जाएगा, साथ ही दिए गए बजट और टाइम लिमिट पर भी. Next, what methods are to be employed for data collection? There are several methods, but the most prominent of them are Number 1, observation. Number 2, interview. Number 3, question hours. Number 4, checklist. Number 5, technical conference. And the last one is diary methods. I will explain these methods later in details. Next, who should collect the data? 3 types of individuals are used to collect data. They are: number 1, trained job analyst. Number 2, supervisors. And the last one is job incumbents. It means job holder. Third step is process information. Once the job information has been collected, it needs to be processed so that it would be useful in various personnel functions. Job related data would be useful to prepare job description and job specification. In the last video, I have discussed about job description and job specification in details, so no need to explain here.